let's just take a few moments to drop in on ourselves. And my suggestion is, this is not the ideal place for us to hold this particular kind of afternoon of practice. So principle number one is we work with the conditions as we find them and don't create the kind of stories that, we saw this morning in very high resolution detail about how life is never good enough, and if only it was, then I would be happy and everything would be great. So maybe establishing yourself in a posture, very hard to do on these chairs, that embodies dignity. Notice the entire room is beginning to move. And I'll move too. So it's possible to sit even on a chair like that a bit away from the back of the chair so that you're not kind of thrown back like this, but your posture actually embodies wakefulness to a certain degree, alertness. You're not falling forward, you're not falling backwards, you're not sort of listing, you're not crossed your legs, but that you just intentionally focusing in on how it is in the body. And allowing yourself to settle, lunch is over, and just resting in the aftermath of the enormity of what transpired this morning. The enormity of it, and not merely for the people on the stage or the people who got the microphone, but the enormity of each one of our relationships or experience to what unfolded if we were paying attention, if we were really listening, if we were in some sense in parallel listening to not what was going on the stage, but what was going on in our own hearts and minds based on each one of those forms that, we filled out. So just that's over, and now we're here. We're going to be here for the afternoon until 5 o'clock. Nobody forced you to come. So acknowledging that it's possible to actually be really here. Body, mind, heart, the works. And that not just me, I'm here, but we together are here. As per the magnificent talk that Dan Siegel gave the other day. Just letting things settle so that we're not trying to remember the morning, but we're actually attuning to the reverberations that may still be present from the morning. And while Katie was inviting us to actually meditate on past moments and dissect the story in particular ways, we're going to let go of all past moments, not necessarily that they will let go of us, and we're going to let go of all future moments, not necessarily that they will let go of us, and drop into this only moment that we have, which of course has the past and future completely enfolded into it, this moment. And be aware of thinking without falling into the thought stream or forcing or conjuring anything at all. So one helpful way to do that, of course, how many of you are brand new to formal meditation practice? Just raise your hands so that I have a sense of it. Almost nobody. Well, first, this is San Francisco, it's a wisdom conference. So how many of you have a meditation practice that's more than 20 years old? Raise your hands. San Francisco. So anyway, it doesn't matter because that's all in time, and what we're really concerned with is no time, the timeless, this moment. And so to that extent, we are all in the same boat. And can we bring our full the full spaciousness of our attending to this moment. And it's very helpful whether you've been meditating forever or you're brand new to it, just stumbled in off the street for the afternoon, to actually ground your attention in the body and sort of feel how it is, the body as a whole, sitting and breathing on your seat. So that you're actually, in some sense, inviting yourself to take a stand in your life sitting in this present moment and aligning yourself metaphorically as well as physically with the actual vertical axis of the body, so that you're in alignment with your spine and with the intention that brought you back this afternoon. Because nobody's here by accident. And this is not about Jon Kabat-Zinn, by the way, any more than it's about Byron Katie. It's about you. And so seeing if you can let your attention alight for a moment on the breath sensations unfolding in the body with each in-breath and each out-breath. And just give your mind something to do. And then let the breath do you, so that it's not like, okay, now I'm in charge of breathing, but you're just letting the body breathe, and your attention is riding on the waves of the in-breath and the out-breath. Full awareness. And just seeing if you can give yourself that assignment for now. Another way to put it is that you're befriending silence. You're befriending stillness. You're befriending the wakefulness that was spoken about this morning. Right in this moment. And for those of you who are doing this online and at home around the world, welcome. We feel you. We know you're here with us. And that's, of course, the invitation is to be here 100%, wherever you are. Where's your mind right in this moment? Is it riding on the waves of the breath, or is it off someplace else? it's almost guaranteed that it will be off someplace else a lot of the time. Please know that that doesn't mean you're a bad meditator. It means that that's the nature of the mind. And every time you bring your attention back to your belly, or back to your chest, or back to a sense of the body as a whole sitting here breathing, you're already here again. And there was a lot of conversation this morning about how harsh we are and how inaccurate we are in all of our various judging and assigning of blame and cause and everything else. So seeing if you can escort your mind back into the present moment, into the body, onto the breath, without any harshness, without any criticism, without any blame, without any judgment. Mind goes off, just notice what's on your mind, bring it back. Mind goes off from the assigned object of attention to someplace else. That's what mind does. Notice what's on your mind now. Bring it back.